Hello everybody, it's me, it's PokemonTripHD. Welcome back to some more Dragalia content. In today's video, we're going to be going over the Monster Hunter Primal Crisis Part 2 Summon Showcase, which includes Godless Sarisse, and actually a Hunter Sarisse. What did I say? I'm so used to saying Godless Sarisse. Hunter Sarisse and Dreadking Rathalos. So I'm going to be discussing these two units in this showcase. It's not Godless Sarisse, by the way, it's Hunter Sarisse. So this showcase begins actually tonight at Reset and lasts until February 16th. At Reset. So this showcase, we already knew basically Hunter Sarisse was going to be coming because she was featured on the worm print that was, obviously shown. It actually featured Yuden as well, but Yuden is not on the showcase. They might not even give us Yuden, to be honest, just because, it's like main character. They might not want to, make too many main characters like that, but she was also featured there with Vanessa and Berserker, so it's obvious that all three of them are going to be getting alts. Maybe they're going to give us Yuden as like a freebie unit at like the very end of the event or something, or maybe in part 2 or something they're going to give us a freebie Yuden. I have no idea, but honestly I wouldn't count on it. Let's just take the adventures we got right now and roll with those. So I do want to say I'm kind of sad that we're not getting any like exclusive Monster Hunter characters as summonable units. Like, I think the Monster Hunter characters were actually pretty cool, the ones that are featured in this event at least. So kind of sad that we don't get an exclusive Monster Hunter character featured besides, obviously the dragons. But it is what it is. Anyways, it does say right here that the limited 5-star adventures and dragons from part 1 are not featured on the showcase. So if you want to get Hunter Berserker, Hunter Vanessa, or Fatalis, you need to summon on part 1. Only summon on part 2 for Hunter Sarisse and Dreadking Rathalos. So that's interesting. Obviously they want you to summon on both showcases, not just this one and get both. So yeah. Anyways, let's actually discuss the units now. Of course, if you should summon on this, my answer is obviously going to be a yes. I'm not trying to clickbait you or anything, like wait to the very end and I shall show you. If you're going to, no, just summon, yes. Because they're limited units, we don't know if they're ever going to return. If you're wondering about saving up for this or Valentine's event, which should be coming up next, I would honestly say summon on this because Valentine's is going to be back next year, whereas Hunter, Sarisse, and all these units, you don't know if they're ever going to come back, to be completely honest. Like the Fire Emblem Heroes characters have still not returned, so we have no idea if they're ever going to even come back. So I would say yes, just go ahead and summon on this. And yeah, anyways, let's actually discuss Hunter Sarisse. So Hunter Sarisse is an attacking unit. Sarisse the Hunter decked out in a full set of Mizutsene gear. I don't know, it's so weird to say. Mizutsene gear. After taking on a request out of kindness, she now understands the complexity of life as a hunter, including fighting, gathering, and crafting. You go, girl, get that G rank. Okay, I don't really understand the G rank thing, but that's obviously a Monster Hunter reference. So exploring, gathering, tracking, nothing beats being a hunter. So she likes it. Honestly, she looks very similar to her Godless Sarisse design. Like her Godless Sarisse also has something on her head, I think, like a band or something. So she also has that right there, as you can see. There's a little feline right here, I think, but we can't really see it. And then the dragon back there, or the monster, I guess, back there that she gets the gear from, I'm assuming. And yeah, so this is Hunter Sarisse. Design looks great. I've already talked about design. It looks amazing. I like Vanessa's design better, but this is obviously a great design as well. So let's actually discuss your skills. Tactical Retreat deals water damage to enemies in a line and increases the damage of the user's next 4 strike by 100%. The damage increase will not stack. Now, what it means by this damage increase will not stack, which means that you cannot, use this skill twice, and then your next 4 strike will be powered by 200%. Doesn't happen. It's only going to be 100%, and then you 4 strike, and then you use your skill again, and then 100%. If you use your skill again, it doesn't stack. You just wasted a 4 strike boost. So obviously, just by looking at this 4 strike thing, you know that she's going to be related around 4 strikes, which is what Hunter Berserker and Hunter Vanessa were like. So let's look at her skill 2. Haste Rain increases the rate at which the user's 4 strikes charge by 30% for 30 seconds. This speed increase will not stack. So this is actually very interesting. You use this skill, and it's going to make your 4 strike charge 30% faster for 30 seconds. And again, the speed increase will not stack, which is kind of, honestly, I feel like it's a wasted skill. Like, the only thing that this skill does is increase how fast your 4 strike charges, which I think is kind of useless, to be honest. I don't really think that's a good skill at all. I would rather have a skill that does damage or a skill that powers up your 4 strike even. Like, charging your skill by 30% faster, honestly, just seems pretty useless to me. Maybe it's going to be really, really good. Maybe she's going to be ridiculously good at 4 striking. Like, who knows? But I honestly think that skill 2 is pretty trash. Also, hopefully this skill 1 has good mods, but judging from Hunter Berserker, it's probably not going to have good mods. Which has, actually, it's not really the same exact thing, but it's kind of similar. It's probably not going to have too great of a mod, which is, again, very sad, which means he's just going to be focused entirely on 4 strikes, which, again, I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, skill haste, kill ability, just normal kill ability, nothing new there. Bow expertise +2 grants the user a unique 4-strike and increases 4-strike damage by 30%. So unique 4-strike and increases 4-strike damage by 30%. Their 4-strike has 4 increasingly powerful charge levels, which, you know, 4 increasingly powerful charge levels is pretty crazy, and movement is possible while charging. How is movement possible while charging your... That's what... I'm so confused on this part, guys. How is movement possible while you charge your... Because you need to hold your finger and keep it there. How do you move while you're doing... I have no idea. We're going to have to see. Again, the videos that's out right now is terrible on the showcase. Like, the videos are completely terrible. Like, they're literally the worst videos showcasing the unit possible. So they give us no information at all. They just show the unit. They're like, here it is. So I really want to know how you move while doing it. What I'm assuming is you charge, and if you need to move or something, you can roll, and then the next time you charge your 4-strike, it's going to continue at the exact same charge. That's what I think they mean by this. But I honestly have no idea. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. How do you charge your 4-strike and move? She's just gonna be running around like charging a 4-strike, like just running around the map. Like, I have no idea. But it will also reduce enemy strength by 15% for 10 seconds. Now, this is actually interesting. That might let you get away with, you know, HBH using 2 DPS pens, which anyways you can already do because Gala Ellie. So I don't know. I just think this is pretty useless. Maybe use it on the charge or a marker or something. It's just gonna help you live even better. I really don't know. This reducing enemy strength isn't really too useful at the moment, but maybe in the future it's going to be useful. Maybe for Miracle Gauntlet it could be useful, so you take less damage with the claps. Like maybe with her and Gala Ellie, you just completely take like almost no damage from the opening blast. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that could happen with this, but I can't theory craft it because Gala Ellie already does this better. So I don't know. I don't really see too much use out of that one. Burn Res, though, is amazing for HBH, 4-strike damage and charge rate too. So more 4-strike damage, which you already get from right here. So that's 55% bonus 4-strike damage just from her abilities, and then charge rate by 20%, which means you're going to charge 20% faster. Now again, combine this with your skill 2, you're going to charge 50% faster. However, I don't know. Like I said, she relies so much on her 4-strikes that I really can't predict how good she's going to be, because obviously the prints you're going to want to use is like Forced Bonds and then like, I don't know, Stellar Show or something. Like, you're obviously going to want to use Forced Bonds because that's going to increase your skill 1 charge, which is going to let you use your skill 1 and then, you know, increase your 4-strike damage. But it remains to be seen how fast she's going to charge her skills, how strong her 4-strike is actually going to be. I'm assuming 4-strike is going to be very strong because that's 55% bonus 4-strike damage just from her abilities, and then you know, obviously there's 4 different charge levels, which is pretty insane. So we're gonna have to see. I don't know. Like, she has a lot of potential for a 4-strike just to completely decimate the enemy. But obviously she needs to come out. We need to test her. We need to see how good she actually is. Because obviously the other 4-strike units, so Hunter Vanessa, she's pretty solid. She's a good DPS unit. She's not, you know, she's not like the best DPS unit in the game. Obviously, Galuka is better DPS and Mitsuhide is a better DPS than her. However, she is strong DPS. She also breaks the overdrive bar insanely fast with her 4-strike. So Hunter Vanessa is obviously good. She's very solid. Hunter Berserker is also very, very solid. He does ridiculous damage with his 4-strike. Like, his 4-strike is his damage. That's straight up his damage. He does absolutely insane damage, especially on break. I think his break does like 150k. I actually saw 300k, I believe, from his 4-strike on break, which is pretty ridiculous. So their 4-strikes are ridiculous. I'm assuming Hunter Sarisse is going to be the same thing. However, if you guys didn't know, she's a bow, and bow's 4-strikes are pretty trash, going to be honest. Like, they did kind of fix it a little bit, but I still don't think the bow 4-strike is amazing. But again, you will charge her 4-strike faster. Her 4-strike will do a lot of damage, so it could be really, really strong. Like, I don't know. It could be really, really strong. I don't know. And also, she's a water bow, which means your competition is Laranoa. Laranoa is actually pretty solid, but however, she's not really using HBH because of her resistance. It's stun, not burn. So I already think Hunter Sarisse will be better than Laranoa in that regard. Plus her 4-strike capabilities, you know, she has a lot of potential. She could probably obliterate the overdrive bar, to be honest, which is pretty funny because she's a bow. But yeah, she has like 55% extra 4-strike damage with the potential for another 100. Potential for more from the print that she's running. You know, charging her 4-strike insanely fast. She has a lot of potential. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. A lot of potential, but I can't say for sure how good she's going to be until she's actually released and we get to see how much damage her 4-strikes do with the extra charge levels, etc. Then we can actually see. But I think she will be good. I think she will be better than Laranoa, and that's pretty much all you really want from the bow, to be better than Laranoa. Will she be better than Lily as a DPS? Honestly, she might be, because Lily right now isn't too great. Plus, she's a bow, which means you can run 4 spawns into your diary, or maybe Mega Friends into your diary. Like, I don't know. It's actually probably gonna be Mega Friends into your diary, because Dear Diary is so strong as a prince, especially on bows. Like, you really want Dear Diary. So it's probably gonna be Mega Friends into your diary, to be honest. Again, 4 strike damage with the crit rate, etc. So that's probably gonna be the print you actually run. Now that I think about it a little bit more, but yeah, that's my thoughts on Hunter Sarisse. Again, I think she will be good. Definitely better than Noah. Next up, let's talk about Dreadking Rathalos. The Dreadking rules the skies, and its massive body, Ebon wings, crimson breath, and noble pride serve as proof of its sovereignty. Sovereignty? I don't know how to say that word. It pays little heed to mere humans, but any fool enough to violate its territory face a terrible judgment. So that's pretty funny. Honestly, Dreadking Rathalos doesn't really look too different from normal Rathalos. I don't know if it's just me. Like, he obviously looks a little bit different. Like, he has these spikes and stuff, and he looks, I think, a little darker, to be honest, and then these red, like, fire things over there on his wings. He's a little bit different, but it's not really that different, where I can, like, say, if you don't have, like, obviously everyone has normal Rathalos, but, like, you need to summon for this. It's super unique and awesome, like, just from a design-wise. I can't really say that, but when we go to his abilities, let's look over his skill first. Ignition Breath. Deals flame damage, enemies directly hit, inflicts burn. You know, pretty standard. Inflicting burn is nice, though. However, let's look at these abilities. Flame Strength and 4 strike damage 2. If the user is attuned to flame, increases strength by 55% and 4 strike damage by 60%. That is ridiculous. He's 100%, just from that ability, 100% will be better than Cerberus and Agni for your flame units in terms of, you know, 4 striking capabilities. He's 100% going to be better. That's pretty much the exact same strength. You know, you're losing 5%, but you're gaining 60% 4 strike damage. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just from that alone, he's going to be the best dragon on all swords, you know, specifically Hunter Berserker. This dragon is literally tailor-made for Hunter Berserker. Next up, Flame Striking Haste 2, Engage Decelerator plus 30%. Honestly, this might be one of the first decelerator skills that we've had, our abilities that we've had. I can't really think of another one off the top of my head. If the user attuned to flame, increases skill gauge fill rate by 30%. When the user 4 strikes connect, but slows the rate, the mode gauge decreases by 30%. Honestly, I see this as a win. Like, yes, you're going to be decreasing the overdrive bar, like speed a little bit, but your 4 strike damage is going to be doing more damage anyways. Run with extra prints, you're pretty much going to cancel that out anyways. So you're doing insane damage with the 4 strikes. You're getting insane damage, insane skill gauge fill rate with your 4 strikes, and honestly, he's ridiculous. This is going to be an amazing dragon. This is going to boost up Hunter Berserker's DPS by quite a bit. Same with all swords, to be honest. I think this is going to be optimal on all swords from now on, just because that 4 strike is ridiculous, and all swords 4 strike plenty of times over the course of a match. You know, I've been playing Yuden in Agito Uprising for, you know, Volk's Wrath, I guess I should call it, for the past, I don't know, month or so. And you 4 strike, like every 2 or 3 hits you 4 strike, and you 4 strike so many times over the course of a match that this dragon is going to be ridiculous. He's definitely going to be good. I might actually stone him. We're going to have to see if he's better than Sakya. I don't know if he's going to be better than Sakya. Maybe just for swords he will be, because of how often swords 4 strike. Maybe specifically for Hunter Berserker he will be, because again, Hunter Berserker 4 strikes is his entire damage. So remains to be seen on that front. Also, again, Apollo is amazing for swords. I do want to mention that if you can burn. So I don't know. We'll have to see how good he is compared to them. But he's definitely going to be amazing. He's definitely going to have his niche. You know, at least for Hunter Berserker, he will be optimal on it for sure. At least Hunter Berserker is going to be optimal. I'm assuming for a lot more units though, because again, that 4 strike damage and skill gauge fill rate is absolutely insane. That's pretty much all I have to say on this. Again, I think this is honestly going to be a pretty solid banner. Dreadking Rathalos 100% is going to be good on Hunter Berserker, and Hunter Sarisse has a lot of potential to be amazing. Like, she has a lot of potential, but her kit just sounds really weird, and we need to see how she's actually going to work in play. That's pretty much my only thoughts on this banner. Again, I will summon myself because I really want Hunter Sarisse. I really want Dreadking Rathalos, so I'm going to be summoning myself. Are you going to summon? Are you not going to summon? Let me know. Let me know how your summons went on the Part 1 banner as well. Let me know how your summons go on the Part 2 banner if you're watching this a little bit later. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and until next time, have a nice trip.